The DJ killed the track, and for a breath no one noticed. Silence dropped like a blackout, thick, lung-thieving. Flutes hovered, guests paused, mid-toast, eyes pinning the dance floor. Ethan Cole stood in dress whites, rigid as a mast, color gone, stare locked ahead. I held a cup of fruit punch and a face that had rather be elsewhere. I sipped. "At ease, Commander." He didn't move, because he wasn't looking at his fiancée's sister. The family's wallpaper. He was facing a flag officer. He knew exactly who outranked whom. To grasp why my mother tried to apologize me out of existence 5 minutes earlier, you need the lie I let breathe for 15 years. Rewind 20 minutes. The club smelled like money left too long in drawers. Amber perfume, silver, a glaze of desperation. I wore my navy dress, quiet, neat, unphotographable. Plan, blend, slip, survive. Vivian, however, treats daughters like jewelry. One to show, one to hide. She paraded Sophie and Ethan like prize stock and netted me between shrimp towers and a melting swan. Her smile was lacquer, nails bit my collar. "Please, Lena, he's a SEAL. Don't bore him with your computer things. Nod, smile, let your sister shine." The burn in my chest was old, precise. For a decade, I let them think I was basement IT, resetting passwords, coaxing printers from the brink. Easier than explaining clearances, deployments, rooms with no windows. Vivian thought she was shielding a war hero from a dull girl. She was about to introduce a wolf to a dragon. I hadn't brought a uniform, I brought rank. Vivian lifted a hand. The music died. I stepped off the edge and walked toward the bright light. Vivian tapped the mic. The room turned. "And this," she trilled, giving me a limp wave, "is our late bloomer. She does something with computers in a basement." Polite laughter fizzed. "Maybe Ethan can fix her printer later." I stood and let a decade of small humiliations slide over me like cold rain. By the head table, Ethan angled toward me with a practiced smile, until our eyes locked. I watched the circuit trip. The glass fell. It shattered like a shot. His spine snapped to attention, hand to brow, voice cutting the silence. "Admiral on deck!" The banquet hall froze. Sophie's mouth hovered. Vivian's smile cracked. I returned the salute, unhurried. "As you were, Commander Cole. Congratulations on your engagement." He tried to breathe and failed. Sweat beaded. "Ma'am, I had no idea. Am I in violation?" "You're fine," I said, low for him, loud for the nearest gossips. "You've conducted yourself professionally." The hierarchy inverted in a heartbeat. Aunts and neighbors moved like schooling fish. Vivian recovered first, lunging for a hug that was really a pivot. "My daughter the Admiral," she sang. "Why didn't you tell us? We could have invited the secretary." I lifted a palm. "No, Mother." The skiff's cold entered my voice. My work is quiet on purpose. Its safety depends on discretion this family does not practice. The words landed. Not fury, not theater. Policy. For the first time, Vivian looked small. Ethan swallowed, still rigid. "Ma'am," he whispered, "your portrait, Coronado, I should have—" "You should celebrate your fiancé," I said. "Tonight isn't a briefing." I stepped aside, let the room resume its noise, and walked toward the exit, where the night waited unscripted. I didn't storm out. I walked past the Swan and the Gawkers. Vivian's heels clicked behind me. "Lena, don't be dramatic. We can use this. Imagine the donors." In the vestibule, where the carpet swallowed noise, I turned. "Security isn't a party theme," I said. "You exposed what should have stayed quiet. There are consequences." She blinked. "But it's good news." "It's classified," I said, calm and immovable. "From now on, I limit contact. You don't post, don't tag, don't use my rank as decor. This isn't punishment, it's protocol. Protecting you means stepping back." For once, she had no script. Sophie reached us, taking my hand. "We just wanted you here," she whispered. "I am here," I said, squeezing, "and I want you happy." Over her shoulder, Ethan still hovered at parade rest, the touching earnestness of someone who understands chain of command. "Commander, take care of my sister." "Yes, ma'am," he said, steadier. I left under a winter clean sky, feeling the quiet widen in me. Not loneliness, not triumph, just room, a year unspooled. Work stayed work. Windowless rooms, briefings that ended fights before they started, names I remember and never say. I missed a Christmas I wouldn't have survived anyway. My phone grew lighter. An envelope arrived at a secure box, ivory embossed. Sophie and Ethan. I set it on the kitchen table, watched tea steam, and felt nothing jagged. I checked a box, regrets, prior duty, and sent a useful gift that would make their mornings easier. I didn't need an audience to be whole. Some legacies glitter, others guard the dark so the lights stay on. I chose mine. Peace at last felt earned rather than granted, dismissed.